Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventures, piteous overthrows, do with their death bury their parents' strife. Is now the hour-and-a-half traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss our toils shall strive to mend.
Gregory, I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away. Here comes two of the house of Montague.
A naked weapon is out. Quarrel. I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass violence and take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them, if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law of our side if I say I?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I am for you, for I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Well, sir?
Say better, here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Fraud you be met. Gregory, remember thy squashing blow.
Hark, fools! Put up your swords. You know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn me thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or may I just part these men with me?
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have that, you coward! What noise is this? Give me your long sword. How? Oh, Montague is fucking forces his way in spite of me.
Oh, man, Captain, hold me not! Let me go!
Rebellion subjects! Enemies to peace! On pain of torture from those bloody hands! Throw your mistempered weapons to the ground! Hear the sentence of your movement, Prince! 3 civil brawls bred with every word! By thee, all Capulet and Montague have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets! If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall know the forfeit of the peace. Capulet shall go on with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Oh, where's Romeo? Saw you from today. Right glad I guess he was not at this fair.
Madam, an hour before the worship sun appeared forth the golden window of the east, so early walking did I see your son, and toward to my maid, but he was where of me.
Many a morning hath he there been seen with tears, augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding to clouds, more clouds with his deep sighs.
Sigh.
Black and portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel can the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of it.
See where it comes, so please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
Come, madam, let's away.
Tomorrow, cousin,
Is the day so young?
but you struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lingers on those hours?
Not having which makes them seem long.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, sad love, so gentle and few, should be so tyrannous and rough and cruel. Tell me in sadness, who is it you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aim so near, but I suppose you loved.
Well, it's fair mock, that you aimed I love.
A bright fair mark there has as soon as hit.
Well, she'll not be hit. This Cupid's arrow she has beyond wit. From love's weak childish bow does she live unharmed, and still swearing to make chase.
Then she has sworn that she'll still live chase.
She has, and is swearing to make huge race.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to call them exquisite more. He that is stricken blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a maiden that is passing fair, and I will show you but a note, and show you the others who have passed on that passing fair. Farewell, for thou cannot teachest me to forget.
I'll pay that doctor or else die in debt.
My daughter is yet estranged from the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years.
Younger than she her happy mother's maids.
And those early made are too soon marred. The earth has swallowed her. All my hopes, but she is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. And my will to her consent is but a part. And she agreed within her scope of choice. Lies my fair and according voice. Tonight I host an accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as you. One more, most welcome, takes my number more. Go, Sirrah, trudge about the fair Verona, and find those persons whose names are there written, and to them say, my house, and welcome their pleasure stay.
And send to find those persons whose names are here read, and can never find what names the right person hath here read. I must still learn. In good time. Good evening, sir, I pray, can you read?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language.
You say I, the rest you marry.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Signor Montino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselmo and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughter, my fair niece Livia and Rosaline. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
To supper.
At whose house?
My master's.
I should have asked you that before.
Now I'll tell you without asking. My master is a great rich Capulet, and if you not be of the house of Montague, I pray you come crush a cup of wine, that's to marry.
At the same ancient feast of Capulet, sups the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest. With all the admired beauties of Verona, go thither. With unenchained eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and will make thee think thy swan and crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown. Instead, to rejoice in splendor of my own.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now by my maidenhead at 12 years old I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid, where's this girl? What? Juliet! How now? Who calls? Your mother.
Nurse,
I am here. What is your will?
nurse, give us leave a while. We must talk in secret. Wait, nurse, come back. Thou hast remembered thou hearest our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth, and yet to my teen be it spoken. She is not 14. How long is it now till Lammas time?
4 and odd days.
Even or odd, of all days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God now. She was too good for me. But, as I said, Susan and she were of an age, and come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she. Mary, I remember it well.
Enough of this, I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Peace, God mark thee to his grace. Thou was the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. And if I could live to see thee married once, well, I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the Mary whom I came to talk of daughter Juliet. How is your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, ladies of esteem here in Verona 28 years too with your mother. That you are now of maid, thus agrees the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, lady such a man, as all of the world, why, he's a man of wax.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman tonight at the ball? You will read o'er the volume of young Paris' face and find the light writ there. Speak briefly. Can you like a Paris love?
I'll look to life if looking like a move, but no more takes the lion dart mine eyes than your sight gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come and supper served up. I must hence wait. I beseech you follow straight.
You follow me.
Give me the light, for I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I shall carry it. Give me it.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
You cannot dance. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground. You cannot move.
You are a lover. Barkeeper's wings and sword them of the compound.
I am too sore pierced with Cupid's shaft. I cannot soar with light feathers and bound a pitch above a dull bow, for under love's heavy burden do I think.
And the snake in it. Should you burden love, too great a pressure for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It's too rough, it's too rude, it's too boisterous, and it pricks like a sword.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Come, we burn daylight. Oh!
That's not so.
We waste our lights in vain like lamps by day. Take our good meaning as our judgment sits 5 times in the air, once in our 5 wits.
You mean well when going to this mass, but have no wits to give?
One asked.
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dream was often mine.
In bed asleep while the you dream sings true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab have been with you. She is the fairy's midwife. It comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman. Her whip of cricket's bone. Her wagon of a small gray-coated gnat. Her wagon is of an empty hazelnut.
Peace, Mercutio, peace, thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of some dreams which are the children of an idle brain. Begot nothing. Their vain fantasy is an inconstant as the wind and
Just when you talk of closest from ourselves, supper is done and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives. Some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall fearfully begin its bitter date. With this night revels and expires the term of a deprived life closed in my breast that will begin with an untimely death. But he has steerage of my sail. On, lusty gentlemen.
Strike, drum!
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes pegged with corns will have a bout with you. A-ho, your room and foot, girl. Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cuz. Let him alone. He bears him like a courtly gentleman, and to say truth, Verona bragged with him. And here in my house, I would not do him disparagement. Therefore, be patient, but take no note of him. This is my will, and if thou wilt respect, put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure
He
it.
shall be endured. What good man, boy? Are you the master here, or I? Go to.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to, you saucy boy!
I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitterest gall.
Fair saint, my lips do ready stand, two blushing pilgrims, to smooth thy buff touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
But not saints' lips, and holy palmers too?
I pilgrim lips that they must use in prayer.
Then let lips do what hands do. Thou pray lest face turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Aye, then fair saint, give me my prayer.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin? From my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you. Juliet!
Who is her mother?
Married bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house. I nursed your daughter that you talked with all. Let me tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chase.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dare count! My life is my foe's death.
Away, be gone. The sport is at the best.
Oh, so I fear it, the more and more of my unrest.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and of Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me. That I must love, loathe it empty.
Yeah! Anon! Come, let's away. All the strangers are gone.
Oh, can I go forward where my heart is here? Turn back, Dolores, and find thy center out.
Oh, Romeo! Romeo! My cousin, Romeo!
He is wise, and all my life have stolen him home to bed.
Yeah, left this orchard wall. Call it good, Mercutio.
They all conjure too. Romeo, humors, passion, madman, lover. Speak now in likeness of a sigh. Give me but one rhyme and I am satisfied. Pronounce it, but I need, but pronounce it as love and dove.
Come, he hath put himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blindness is love, and best befits the dark.
Good night, Romeo. This floor is too cold to sleep. I'll go home to my truckle bed.
Go, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that he means not be found.
Oh, he jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what lights through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon which is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, O maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, that she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off! It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. She speaks, yet she says nothing. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand? Oh, if I but wore a glove upon that hand so I could touch that cheek.
Hi.
She speaks again. Oh, speak again, bright angel that's over my head like a ringing messenger of heaven.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, we but scorn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak of this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What is Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? If by any other name we call a rose, its smell is sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection and that rose.
Oh, dear saint, call me but love and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I will never be Romeo.
Who is that man that so stumbles upon my counsel?
By a name, fair saint, I know not how to tell thee who I am.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words of thy tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How came here? And wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place dead, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light feathers did I reach these orchard walls, so stony limits cannot hold love out. And thy kinsmen are no like to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
There lies more peril in thy eyes than in 20 of their swords. I am but sweet, and I am unscarred against their enmity.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say I, and I'll believe thee.
By yonder moon I swear it.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her social orbs, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by then?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear at all, swear by thy gracious self, and I'll believe thee.
Juliet!
Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will return.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! Oh, but I fear this may all be but a dream, seeing that it is night.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, my one will come to procure to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite. My purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, and I shall be there.
Madam!
Anon! But if thou not meanest well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come! To cease thy to thy suit, and lead me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So strive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy life.
Romeo!
My love,
What time shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not be late. 'Tis 20 years till then. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I must say good night till it be morrow.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Why, I do attest that the sweeter breath will be mine.
Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in plants, herbs, stones, and their true qualities. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this, being smelt with that part cheers each part, being tasted slays all senses with the heart.
Your mall, father!
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, the earliness doth me assure, thou art of prowess with some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last is true, the sweeter rest is mine.
God, pardon sin. What's that with Rosaline?
With Rosaline? My ghostly father, no! I've forgotten that name and with it that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
Don't need to ask me again. I was dining with my enemy at the feast of rich Capulet.
Be plain, good son, in homely and night drift. Riddling confession finds, but riddling stripped.
My heart's love is set on the fine daughter of rich Capulet. We met, we wooed, we fell in love. We made exchange of vow. We plan to be wed today, if by your hand you shall allow.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here! Was Rosaline that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love lies not in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Oh, children may off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, people mine.
Well, I hope thee charge me not in my new love, since she is different. She loves me back, something Rosaline did not.
Oh, she knew well, thy love did read by rote, but could not spell. But come, young waverer, come with me. In one respect, I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household rancor into love.
Oh, what news! I will go, forth and sensitive.
Where the devil is that Romeo? Came he not home tonight?
Met with his fathers and spoke with his man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, she torments him so she'll surely make him run mad.
Here comes Romeo, here comes Romeo.
Romeo, bonjour. Here's a French salutation to French slop. You gave us quite a counterfeit last night.
Good morning to you both. Mercutio, what counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Excuse me, but in a man in a case such as mine, he may strain in some courtesy.
That's as much to say, or in your case.
That's a meaningful exposition.
I'm in the very pink of courtesy.
Meaning to curtsy.
Right?
Well, pink? Pink as a flower?
Right.
Well, then my pump is well flowered.
Let's read this good Napoleon. My wits faint.
Oh, Swits and Spurs, sweet Swits and Spurs, I will cry a match.
Why is this not better than being in love? Art thou sociable? Art thou Romeo? Art thou what thou art say thou art? By ours well of nature,
Well, here's a goodly gift.
God be good morrow, gentlemen.
Gowdy good then, gentlewoman.
Is it good then?
There's no less as a body hand strikes upon the prick of the moon.
Out upon me, what a man are you?
One gentle woman that God has made for him to listen to himself talk.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that name, but let me warn you that young Romeo will be older when you have found him than he was when you saw him.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will invite him to some supper.
Abide, abide, abide. So, Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll dinner thinner.
I'll follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell.
Lady, lady, lady. I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave!
Please, forgive them. Indict me to thy mistress and thy lady. Does she have leave to go to shift today?
She shall be there.
Yeah, for your pains.
Go
Yeah.
now, for it is late. Make haste.
At 5 lawns the south, she'll find a husband.
The clock did struck 9 when I sent the nurse, and in half an hour she promised to return. If she had affections and warm, useful blood, she would be in swift emotion as a ball. My words would bandy to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks, made as they were dead, unwieldly, slow, and pale as lead. Oh, God, she comes! Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with her?
Give me leave a while. Spy how my bones ache. What a jaunt have I had.
Please, sweet nurse, what says my love, Romeo?
Spy how my head aches. What a head have I. It beats as it would fall into 20 pieces.
I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest and a kind and a courteous and I warrant a virtuous. Say, where's your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where else should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your mother says, like an honest gentleman. Where's your mother?
Are you so hot? Mary, come up, I trow. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward, do your messages yourself.
You're such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you not leave to go to shrift today? I have. Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife.
Honest nurse, farewell.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leave, you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate two into one.
before, no better turn than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee does much excuse this parenting rage you have toward me. Obviously thou knowest me not if you call me a villain. Good day.
Boy, this does not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
I am for you.
Benvolio, beat down this sword. Gentlemen, what shame the prince has justly forbidden fighting in Verona's stream. Stop it!
What, art thou hurt?
A scratch. For 'tis enough.
Please, the hook cannot be that much.
Well, it is not so as deep as a well, or as wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a great man. Romeo, why the devil came in between us? I was hurt under your arm.
Mercutio, I was only trying to help.
Benvolio, help me into some house. Before they have made worms made out of me. A plague on both your houses!
This man, the prince's dear ally and my close friend, the mortal wound under my arm. My hand stained with Mercutio's blood and Tybalt's words of villainy.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead.
Oh, so I fear the black clouds of overhead do begin the fearful days.
Here comes the fierce Tybalt back again.
Tybalt, alive in triumph and Mercutio slain. I give you one more chance to take back that villain that thou gavest me. Mercutio's soul is only but a little raised over our head. Either thou or I or both must join him. Either thou or I or both must join him.
Romeo, stand not amazed. The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, be gone away!
Tybalt! Oh, my cousin! Oh, my uncle! What is nullifies your kinsman? Princess, thou art true. Thou must spill the blood of Montague.
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Romeo, Tybalt here slain, Romeo's hand in stay. The envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio. And Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back Romeo, and to it they go like lightning. For ere I could draw them to part, was stout Tybalt slain. This is the truth, or but this is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
I beg for justice, Prince. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, whom now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, we do immediately exile him hence.
No!
I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears, nor prayers shall purge out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he is found, that hour will be his last. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night. For thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, lighter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come gentle night, come loving, black-browed night. Give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out into little stars, and he shall make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. I need the news! We are undone, lady, we are undone! Alas the day! He's gone! He's killed! He's dead! Oh my goodness! What storm is that blows so contrary? Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, whoever would have thought it, Romeo? Oh, can heaven be so envious? Poor bankrupt, break my heart in one. Oh, Tybalt, Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead. Is Romeo slaughtered and Tybalt dead? Tybalt is gone and Romeo is banished. Romeo who killed him, he is banished. Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood? It did, alas the day it did. Shame come to Romeo. Not going to sit upon that brow. Blistered be thy tongue. For such a wish, honor is to be crowned on his brow as sole monarch of the universal earth. Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin? Will I speak ill of him that is my husband? Tybalt is dead, that wrote that he would have slain Romeo. And Romeo is banished, that Tybalt would have slain. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. That banished, that one word banished. There is no limit, no measure, and found no word, and that one sound.
Hie you to your chamber, for I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I know Blackwell where he is.
Oh, find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him to come take his last farewell.
Father, what is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Oh, be merciful, thank death!
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world outside of Verona's walls. Just hell, torture, and purgatory.
Oh, deadly sin! Oh, rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls for death, but the kind prince hath rushed aside the law and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
Mercy. There's only hell out there. Heaven is here where Juliet lives.
Hark, who call? Hark how they call. Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the mist from my breast shall hide me.
Who calls? Romeo, stand up, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Get up. Who knocks so hard? Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in and do some of my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Thou talkest of Juliet. How is it with her?
Oh, she says nothing but weeps and weeps, and then falls on her bed, and then cries up again. And on Tybalt calls, and on Romeo cries.
Oh, that name! If shot from the deadly cannon of a gun, did murder her that murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, Father, what part of the anatomy is a name so I may take it out of myself?
Hold thy desperate hand. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Get thee hence to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence and comfort her. Go before, nurse. Bid her install the house to bed, which heavy sorrow make them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Here is a ring my lady bid me give you. Farewell, sword is late. Make haste.
With this revels my comfort.
Tis true she will not come count tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will know her mind early tomorrow, that she's the of her happiness.
Sir Paris, I'll make you desperate tender. Of my child's love. I'll patiently rule. In all respect by me, nay more. I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris' love. And bid her on Wednesday, but soft, with hasteness.
Monday, my lord.
Monday, well, let it be Thursday. On Thursday.
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. Go you to Juliet, wife, and prepare her against this wedding ceremony. Farewell, my lord. Lights to my chamber. Ho!
Wilt thou be gone? 'Tis not near day yet. It was the nightingale, my love, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, no nightingale. Look at how this cloud severs the sky in yonder east. If I stay, I die. If I go, I live.
It is. Hie hence, be gone, away. Oh, now, be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam, nurse, your lady mother is coming. Day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
This window, let day in, and let light out.
Farewell, farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
Oh, daughter, are you up? Why, come now, Juliet.
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live, therefore have done. Some grief shows much of want of wit. For now I tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such an evening time. When are they? I beseech your ladyship.
Marry my child early next Thursday morning, a young gallant and noble gentleman to County Paris. At St. Peter's Church shall happily make me there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and St. Peter too, he shall not make me their joyful bride. I wonder at his haste, ere he would be my husband come to woo. I pray you go and tell my father, madam, that I will not marry yet. And when I marry, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Counsel yourself and see what he will with his hands.
How now, wife? Have you delivered for our decree?
Aye, sir. She will none. She gives you thanks. I will the fool to her grave.
How doth she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count her blessed? unworthy as she is that we have lost such a worthy gentleman to be your bridegroom. But settle your fine joints this Thursday next. Get yourself to St. Peter's Church with Paris, or I will drag the unhurled thither. Out, you green sickness carrion! Out, you baggage! You tallow face!
Fine, are you mad?
You hear me, Father? With patience, to speak a word.
Hang thee, disobedient wretch! I told you what, get thee to church on Thursday. Or never after looking in the face. And you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I'll ne'er acknowledge thee. Nor what is mine will ever do thee good. Trust to it, but think you, I'll not be forsworn. Come.
Shall this be prevented? Hast thou now a word of joy?
I think it best to marry the Count. He's a lovely gentleman. Romeo is a dishclout to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as parents have. Beshrew my very heart, for I think you are happy in the second match. It excels your first. Or, if it did not, your first is dead, or twere as good as. You have no use of him living here.
Speakest thou this from thy heart?
And from my very soul, or else beshrew them both.
Amen. What? Well, that was comforting me marvelous much. Go in and tell my mother that I've gone to Friarlord to sell, having displeased my father, to make confession and to be absolved.
Mary, I will. This is wisely done.
Ancient damnation, almost wicked fiend! Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll go to the friar to know his remedy. And if all else fails, have myself have power to die.
I do spy a kind of hope, if rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, and if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap then marry Paris off the battlements of yonder tower, or hide me in a new-made grave, the dead man in a shroud.
Hold then, be married, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Look, tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial. Being then in bed, drink thou off. For a cold and drowsy humor shall run through thy veins. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but sure cease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. And in that likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 2 and 40 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Romeo shall know of our drift, and we will be there when you awake. And that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help forth. I pray thee leave me to myself tonight, for I have many horizons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which thou knowest is cross and full of sin.
What, are you busy? How will you need my help?
No, madam. We have called such necessaries that will be fruitful for our sake tomorrow. Let the nurse sit up with you tonight. For I am sure that you have so many things in your hands, with all the so sudden business.
Good night, that will sleep.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again.
Come, Vile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no. This dagger shall hold me thereafter. Romeo, I come. This I do drink to thee.
Mistress! What? Mistress! Juliet! Fie, you slug of bed! Why, love I say! Sweetheart! Madam! Why, bride! I must needs wake you! Lady! 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 Alas! Alas! Help! Help! My lady's dead! What is the matter? Look! Look! Oh, heavy day! Oh, me! Oh, me! Oh, my child's dead! Revive me, so I may die with you! Help! Help! Call help!
For shame, good Juliet, forth, her lord is come.
She's gone! She's dead! She's gone! Alack the day! Alack the day! She's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
Ah, let me see her. Out, alas, she's cold.
Oh, lamentable day! Woeful time!
All things are the ordained festival. Turn from their office, black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells. Our burial feast. Our solemn hymns now turn to solemn dirges change. Our bridal flowers now serve for a buried corpse. All things now turn them to the contrary.
News from Verona. How now, Balthazar? Tell me, how is my lady? Is my father well? I ask again, how is Juliet? For nothing can be ill if she is well.
And all is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, as her mortal heart with angels lives. I saw her lay low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me telling these ill news, for you did assign it to my office, sir.
Is it so? Then I defy you, stars! Go! Tim, you know where I live. Bring me ink and pen, and hire post horses. Bring me any letters from the friar.
No, my good lord.
Then go, I'll be with thee hence. Oh, sweet Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight in Capel's monument. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
I see you are poor, sir. Here, I have 40 ducats. Give me your fastest acting poison, so soon that the life-weary tinker may fall dead as soon as it enters thy veins.
Here, take this. Put this in any liquid that you will and drink it off. And if you have the strength of 20 minutes, you will dispatch you straight.
Come, cordial and not poison. I will use thee tonight.
I could not send it. Here it is again.
Unhappy fortune. This letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting it made you much harm. Go get Friar John, get thee an iron crow and bring it straight into my cell.
I'll go and bring it meat.
My wife, oh my love, oh dear Juliet, why is thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that death and that abhorred monster keeps you here in this palace of dim light to be his paramour? In fear of that, I will stay with thee, never to depart again. Come, bitter conduct, O come, unsavory guide. O true apothecary, thy drugs are correct. Thus, with the kiss, I die.
Romeo! Oh, Pale, what an unkind hour is guilty of this land will chance! The lady stirs.
Oh, comfortable friar, I remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Lord Romeo?
A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our attempts. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead. Say not the question, for the watch is coming. Come, go get Juliet. I dare no longer stay. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, gotten on way. What's this? A cup closed in my lover's hand? Poison, I see. Husband timeless end. Oh, churl, left all with no friendly drop to help me thereafter. Haply some poison yet doth hang on those lips. But I'll leave thereafter and die with the sword. Thy lips are warm. Oh, happy dagger! This is thy cheek. Dear rest, and let me die.
Go, tell the prince, run to the capitals, raise up the mountains, some other search. You see the ground grown with what you like, you cannot without circumstances try.
Here is a friar who trembles, sighs, and weeps as he was coming from this churchyard side.
What misadventure so early up that calls our persons from our morning's rest?
Oh heavens, oh wife, look how our daughter bleeds.
What further woe conspires against my age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Oh, thou untaught. My son! Oh!
Where be these enemies, Capulet and Montague? See what a scourge has laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love.
Oh brother Montague, give me thy hand, for this is my daughter's furniture, and no more I demand.
But I will give thee more, for I will raise a statue of pure gold, that in Verona, while it be called that, there shall no figure be stand except for beautiful Juliet.
And by shall Romeo's by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices for our enmity.
A blooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go forth and talk more of these sad things, for never was there a story more full of woe than that of Juliet and her Romeo.
I'm a senior, and I did props and sound effects.
I'm Abby. I'm in 9th grade, and I played Belshazzar and Samson.
grade.
I'm Damien, I'm a senior. I did props and sound, and I was Joe Mercutio.
Hi, I'm Sean. I played Gregory. I'm in 10th grade, so
I'm Ashley, and I played the apothecary in The First Watchmen, and I'm a senior, and I did stage management.
I'm Hunter. I played Friar Lawrence. I'm in 12th grade and I did lighting.
I'm Mary, I'm a senior. I played Benvolio and I did set design.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a senior. I played Tybalt, Friar John, and the Second Watchman, and I also worked on publicity.
Hi, I'm Faith. I played the nurse. I am a senior, and I was also the director of this play. I'm Chloe. I'm in 12th grade, and I played Lady Capulet, and I did hair and makeup.
I'm Kennedy. I did costumes, and I played Lady Monteville, and I'm 12th grade.
Michael, I'm in 11th grade and I played Lord Capulet.
I'm Mr. Ferguson. I'm a senior citizen. Lord Montague.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm a senior, and I played Prince Aeschylus.
Hi, my name's Abby. I played Juliet, and I was part of set design as well, and I'm a senior.
I'm a senior. I did production. I also played Romeo.
I would also like to thank Ms. Pratt for being our tech director.
I believe it's my turn, yeah. I would very, very much like to thank all of you for probably working through line after line after line at home. A lot of lines. Especially the senior class, owes a big thanks to the underclassmen who had to take on sudden roles when there were changes over the last couple months here. We had some rather dramatic changes, as you all are aware of. This was a pretty complicated couple months here. Lots of switches of roles and all sorts of stuff. So if the seniors could give the underclassmen a round of applause. I would like to thank also, we had a kind of a strange experience yesterday. Damien, you noticed, Damien over here, our Mercutio, he has, what's that? No. I think it's very important to note this. He's got some really bad throat problems, so he kept grabbing the mic, but he showed up, got all the lines down. We didn't know if he was going to make it, so he pulled it off nonetheless. So big round of applause for everybody. This is always so much fun. It's actually awful to put together. I'm not going to fake it. But we had a wonderful time. We're going to probably go out and grab some food. And thank you so much for coming out tonight. Hope you had a good time.
Pictures.
I have places to be.
There's Miss Pratt.
Places to be.
Things like 2.